What's good, YouTube? Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Let's just do a deep dive into this, right? I've always wanted to do one of those, summer looks with bronze skin and something that has freckles around the nose, because of which I actually went and got a freckle product, which I don't know if it works or if it doesn't, but I'm going to reveal that later in the video. I also bought a few new products from Sephora, which I'm hoping will work for me. I think I got about 4 new products in total, but I think in this video I'm going to be showing only 3. So first is this Fable and Mane hair oil. I've heard so much about this. The reviews are crazy on Sephora, and I know that this is also an award-winning product. So I really wanted to try it because I am facing a little bit of hair fall of late. This is an oil that is supposed to be applied to your roots, and this is what it looks like. I love the tiger. So nice. I haven't used it yet. I mean, I have just used it on my lengths, but I think this is more of an oil for the roots kind of thing. By the way, this smells amazing. I know for sure this one has perfume in it. I wish it did not, but let me try it and I'll probably update you guys in my next video because I will be using it this weekend. I'll let you know what I think about it. Let's move on to the next product. Alright, next product is pretty much part of the skincare routine of today. As you all know, I'm pretty skincare oriented and I got a new moisturizer. I wanted something that was, hydrating, like as in really intensely moisturizing, but something that was lightweight. I wanted to try something new this time because I know, for example, the Drunk Elephant Protein Peptide or the Lala Retro, both are really good creams. Both are, feel lightweight and very hydrating. But this time I got a new moisturizer called this. Yup, it's called Rich Bitch. So this is by Freck Beauty. It is a vitamin C moisturizer which has cactus extract. Let's open that. Nice minimal packaging. Now Freck Beauty is cruelty free and vegan. Oops. By the way, this is good for redness. So I don't know if you can see, I do have a bit of redness on my skin. It actually smells like a cactus. Growing up in Dubai, we obviously had so much cactus all around everywhere. Say a cactus stem broke in your finger, in your hand, is what it smells like. On application, I feel like, it feels very cool and it spreads pretty easily too. So, it does not feel heavy. Wow, I feel like this is already sunken in. Yeah, otherwise I just feel like my skin feels very soft, very moisturized. I'm very happy with this purchase. I'm just gonna do my eye cream and maybe my color correction and I'm gonna be back. For summers, you want to keep the skin kind of, not too caked up with a lot of foundation. I'm just gonna use my Rare Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. Honestly, I could have gone for 34, I feel, at this point, because I feel like this is quite light. I can only use this in the center of my face, little everywhere. And I'm just using this larger brush. This is like the Real Techniques brush, and just like kind of spreading it out. So I'm just like very lightly spreading this all over. You saw how much I took. It was barely anything. Since I'm not going out anywhere, I didn't put any sunscreen, but if you are heading out, please use your sunscreen. At least if you're heading out. You know me, I don't usually use my sunscreen when I'm just sitting at home. If you watch that Kulfi concealer video of mine, I'm in love with that concealer, but I feel like I just use that so much and all my other concealers are just like sitting in my drawers. So today, I'm gonna mix these two. The Born This Way, and this is the Intensive Skin Serum Concealer from Bobbi Brown. This thing sets so fast, and that's why I feel like I need a medium in which it won't set. It sets so fast it almost stains your skin and it does not budge after that. So in a way it's good, but how do you spread it is the question. A very light layer of this concealer. I went ahead and used a little bit of concealer on my eyelids because of all pigmentation that is there. I know it looks very white at the moment, but once we bring in that bronzer, I think it's gonna make a huge difference. I am gonna set this right away with my Givenchy powder. This is the Elaluz bronzer. I like to warm it on the back of my hand. Go on the side here, a little on my forehead. I feel like the red pigment in this could have been a little less. I feel like cream bronzing has really changed the game for me. It just makes it so much more faster to apply. I don't know, just like more fun, imitating a sun-kissed look, so I don't mind going with that extra bit on my nose. I would say this bronzer is not as luminous as the Merit one. The Merit one is like super luminous. But I mean, this is not bad either. It's pretty nice. I've used this in a couple of my videos last year as well. A lot actually. In my opinion, a summer makeup look is, you know, very natural, and I just want to mimic my natural colors on my skin, on my eyes, for my eyeshadow. Gosh, I'm like rambling today. I'm just gonna use this shade from this Huda Beauty palette. I like to just press that first and then, you know, just blend it. Boom. And just bring whatever is on your brush down the side of your nose. This sometimes I feel like, you know, especially if the color is really close to your actual skin tone, you don't even have to look. You can just feel the brush, like where it's going, and just like do your eyeshadow that way. And I'm just going to go with whatever is left on the brush right under. For a little bit of dimension on my eyelid, I'm going to use just the highlighter shade, which is that one, the gold one from this Dior palette. I'm just going to take it on this A7 pencil brush and just apply that on, you know, the visible part of the lid, and just bring it like midway, I'd say. If you want a little more of an intense application, I would say just go in with your finger. But for my inner corner, I will go a little heavy-handed because I really like to brighten up that inner corner. I also want to do a quick eyeliner moment. So I'm just going to use my twin liner from Valentino. I went ahead and did my liner and some mascara. I really wanted to use a corner lash, but I think I'm running out of time. So for blush, this is, by the way, one of my most favorite summertime blushes because I feel like it just mimics that flushed skin look. Rare Beauty's Nearly Apricot. I honestly use this with my fingers sometimes, but I haven't used my fingers in a while. And I feel like, you know, sometimes when you don't do something, you almost kind of forget it. So I'm just using a fluffy brush. This is like a Morphe highlighter brush. I've been doing this in a couple of my videos where I get the blush in the W-like shape. So this way, up your nose bridge, and just really put it on your nose too. And down and up again. Almost just grazing the under eye area. Not too much though, because I feel like maybe the product might move. This is something that I live for because it doesn't happen very naturally to me. Honestly, it just happened once when I was in Seychelles on a holiday. I'm just using that same Dior Glow palette just to highlight the skin, though I feel like there's pretty much a lot of highlight happening already. But it's alright, like, you know, the glowier the better, especially when it comes to summer looks. I'm gonna do the freckles last because I just feel like it would maybe help with better placement. But for my lips, I have a new lipstick, also from Freck Beauty. It's called the Make Out Club Soft Blur Lipstick, and this is in the shade Rose Brown. Now, you guys must know that this, you know, the soft blur lipstick, it has like a very blurring effect on the lips. This is why I'm like super excited to use it. I have already used it a couple of times. I feel like it doesn't last as long, but I really love the effect that it gives. But before that, let me just go in with a little bit of lip liner. By the way, there are two shades. So this is Main Character, which is more of a rose brown. That is what the color looks like. I feel like it's a very, like a warm toned pinky brown, which in my opinion looks fabulous on our skin. They have one more shade called Batty, which is like a brown, but like a warmer brown. And I think that is definitely on my next to buy list. But here, let's go ahead and apply that. Like, look at that color. It's so nice. And can you see the way it's kind of blurring out the lines on the lips? Something that I generally struggle with. I have a lot of lines on my lips. There. If you want, you can totally put a gloss on top to make it a little more, you know, summer friendly, but I like the matte. I like the soft blurring effect it's giving. I'm just going to use a little bit of setting powder on my triangular puff. And like I said, I've never tried Freckles before and I'm very nervous, but I'm also excited. Freck Beauty has 2 shades in their Freckle product. If you just read a few Sephora reviews, you're going to come to know how tiny they are, and that is the only thing that discouraged me. I also know that Nabla Cosmetics have one product which I think I would have loved to get, but it is not available here in Canada. But for today, I'm going to use the Jason Wu Freckle product. This is available in a few of the Shoppers Drug Marts here in Canada. By the way, people use a number of things, like something like this, you know, the Endless Cacao from Makeup Forever, something like the Anastasia Brow Pen, which it's kind of pointless using it on your brows, so I would prefer using it for my freckles. To get this started, I'm just going to use a little bit of Makeup Forever pencil. Now, I don't know if you can see, I have one freckle since birth here. I'm going to just lowball and just like close my eyes, because I feel like if I look, you know, I'll place them too close. So just a few of these. Oops. I don't like when it kind of pulls that way. More bigger ones and then kind of spread it out a little bit. You know what, let me just do some on my forehead too, because sometimes you do see freckles kind of going into the brow area. So I'm actually gonna go in with my NYX, my brow pencil. Let's see, this also, oh, I'm just making like smaller ones. Obviously the maximum are around the nose. The best thing is, if you feel like you've done a mistake, you can just quickly, you know, kind of soften it using your finger. I'm going to also darken any pre-existing spots of mine. Some pimples, I'm going to make those as freckles too. I'm going to do some with my Anastasia Brow Pen. And oh yeah, I was like, where is the main product? Let's try this. So I feel like this has formed like a good foundation to it, and now we can just randomly go and space out any additional dots. This is what it looks like. Comes out of the package, and I have no idea what to expect. But how nice is this packaging? It's so minimal. I want to first test the color. Oh, I definitely feel this one's a lot more brown. Yeah, it's definitely more on the reddish toned side, you can see. And just so you know, if you don't know how to use this product, you have to make random dots like that. You can leave it on if you want like a more bolder look, but you can just tap it off and like stamp this on different parts of your face, and you're left with almost like a speckle like this. Here we go. Let's just do this. Ooh. Oh my gosh, it's so dark. I'm gonna leave it there for like a moment before I kind of stamp this away. The best thing is, it is layering pretty well on top of the skin, so once again, just wait for it for a moment and then just stamp it. I really need to zoom you guys in to show you how beautiful it looks. It looks so nice. I'm obsessed. I'm clearly obsessed. Also, the main reason I put my lenses on is because I feel like, you know, with lighter eyes, things like this show more, because, you know, the overall contrast in your face kind of get pulled somewhere else. Okay, I'm going to stop because I feel like I'm going to do it to an extent where I'm not going to like it. This one I don't like, so just using my concealer, just going to go over that. I love it. I love it. But this is the finished look, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, you know what to do. This is honestly going to be my go-to summer look. I'm going to live in this summer. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to check out some of my other videos. There's so many. I think this is my 99th video, and I'm so I'm so happy that my next video is going to be my 100th video. I'll see you guys next time.